Welcome back to the Ray Delta Show. Today on the episode, I have Deason or Deason Goons and Imperial. So let's just start off by introducing yourselves. So, Deason, you first.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Deason or Deason. A little bit about me. I've been in the Milsim community since 2013. I've served in a lot of different units. All of them being Milsim, some Halo Sim. Been all over the community. Um, I'm a 3-year veteran of the United States Marine Corps. I was a 3531 motor vehicle operator. I drove really big trucks and went really, really fast. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much about me.
Badass. Let's go to you, Imperial.
Yep, somewhat similar. Unfortunately, not quite as long. Started in 2016 doing Roblox Milsims, both a good mix of World War II and modern. And similarly, like Decent, I have served 3 years in the National Guard. Currently working
Nice.
on entering the United States Navy as a naval aviator.
Oh, that's badass, man. So let's just go into the first question. So, Deason, what motivates you even in difficult times? Because I know you have financial problems. So
Oh yeah,
what
yeah.
motivates you to get through it?
So honestly, one of the things that's like my biggest motivator is there's people that depend on me, whether that's on Roblox or real life, whatever. There's people that depend on me to get out of bed in the morning and go do what I need to do. So that dependency, but also, you know, I can't not be busy. I have to always be busy doing something, and if I'm not, it's really hard on me. So yeah, just staying busy and keeping my mind occupied.
Yep. Yeah, man. Uh, Imperial, have you had any like struggles or any challenges in your life? And like, have you
Yes,
ever what motivated to get you through it?
I've had quite a few struggles in my life, for both starting out, just in the family in general, and personally myself. What's motivated me to keep continuing on is my family has a large amount of martial tradition dating back to at least the Civil War, the American Civil War, that is, continuing on. And so I take a lot of inspiration from my great grandparents, who I've thankfully been able to meet and talk quite extensively of. One of which was a paratrooper during World War II. And so I take inspiration from their struggles, their lives, and their teachings, and use that to help better myself every day.
Dang, you got a good family history, man. Decent. What are some interests or hobbies that you have?
Okay, so back before the Marine Corps, back in like my high school years, I played lacrosse. Had a really good time with that, and then moved into the more military. When I was in the military, I picked up paintball. Love
Oh,
paintball. That's one of my favorite things to do. Other than that, I played video games. So if I'm not doing any of those things, that I'm playing video games. Like that is my biggest hobby. That is something I love and love enjoying to do and stuff like that.
yep. I think everybody can appreciate a good game.
Yeah, for sure.
Imperial, how about you?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Oh, what are your interests and just hobbies?
My interest in hobbies, it's again relatively boring. It's sort of the same path. Is for my degree, I'm studying history, but for God, since probably 2006, I've been doing a lot of historical reenactment, teaching the public about past times and past wars, and I keep doing that to this day. Um, Doing multiple different events: Revolutionary War, Civil War, World War One, World War Two,
Mm.
Vietnam, helping teach people about not only the wars and the people that fought into them, but some of the challenges compared to modern day life, and it really helps put where we are today in perspective when you learn about all these different time periods.
What's your like favorite time period for like World War I, World War II?
It really sort of changes on the week, but if I had to pick a singular favorite time, I would have to say World War II, because we're coming into the point where these World War II veterans are expiring quite unfortunately,
Mhm.
and so just being able to talk to them still and get their stories recorded in video form, that is that and actually being able to speak to them in person is just
I
such
mean,
a wonderful experience.
yeah, no, same thing here. Like, I'm a really big history buff too. That's one of the things myself and Imperial have like really bonded over. And so yeah, like these vets are like starting to expire really rapidly. I'm like anytime I've gone to the VA in the past like couple months, I've seen less of them, and I'm just like, damn, dude, what's
Yeah.
going on? You know? So it's one of those crazy things. It's yeah, that's a whole nother topic for a conversation later. But yeah.
Yeah, we can definitely get deeper on that on like another episode.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, I guess that's gonna be the end of the podcast portion, and then in a bit we're gonna switch over to the dynamic showcase. All right, guys, welcome back. Right now we're at the range with Imperial and Deason yet again. Deason and Imperial, we're gonna be showcasing dynamic breaching or just breaching in general. So, I'll give the mic to you, Deason, then you can get it started off.
All right. Hey, how's it going, guys? So, we're gonna go with we're gonna teach you guys some three things that are very mission essential. So, types of breaching, initial entry, and room takedowns. So, we're gonna go through all of those and the different types of things that you'll see when you're in a CQB environment. This is more so like considerations to think of when you're getting ready to do the CQB or mount or whatever like dynamic tactics or whatever field exercises or whatever mission objectives y'all are trying to knock out. These are like three critical things to think about. So first we're going to go over mechanical breaching. It's the simplest method. It's slow and it can put the breacher in a dangerous position. So mechanical breaching is anything, whether that be K-12 saws, stuff like that, as well as anything that like Jaws of Life or Halligan, because that gives the mechanical advantage. Next is going to be ballistic, using ballistic shields or shotguns, pointing in a safe direction. Always keep it in a safe direction. So get your ballistics up. Then we're going to have explosives. So your breaching charges, Bangalore torpedoes, line charges, stuff of that nature. And then real life, it's going to be your hydro charges. If anybody knows what that is, they're really cool. Go look it up. Then we have your thermal, same thing as the explosive, but it's more like the thermite. So you just put some deck cord and some other stuff on there, slap it on the door and go. And then you have your hydraulic, which is like your Jaws of Life, so you can cut like hinges off the doors. And some other really cool things. You can also take like an airbag, stick it into the door jamb, fill it up with air, and then boom, pop the locks off the doors. And then you have the manual entry with like your Halligans and your breaching, your sledgehammers, and your battering rams. So those are your different types of breaching, and we'll go ahead and get into that. All right, so we're going to demonstrate the different types of breaching really quickly. So you have your Halligan. Let's see if it works this time. We'll see. Still doesn't work. Okay. So with there's mechanical breaching or manual breaching. So you can kick the door like that, and then left side flows in and clears the house. Cool. And then we're gonna move on to the next house. And you got your and whenever you're ready,
Breacher up.
and he's gonna pie over, and he's gonna switch her up. All right. So you flow over in the next house. And he's gonna pie over. Yep. So you're already pied over like that. And then point man's gonna call it.
Breacher up.
And so you get your breacher up like this. And the left side flows in. Oh, right side. Sorry, my bad. Then so we always flow left side in first. And so that's just different units to have different SOP for that. like my unit, our unit, that Imperial and I are part of, we flow left side. Left side always enters first. Um, so you can see here how Imperial goes ahead. When they enter, they clear their fatal front. Then they take down, the nearest side to them. Then they get the far wall, and then they look over the top to make sure. So now we're gonna flow into the next style, which is the different types of room takedown, which is the methodical, hasty, and Fallujah style. Um, so basically, what that is you go room to room, house to house, and you're taking those rooms down like as quickly as possible, but as effectively as possible. Hasty is where you're just rushing through. You're not really you're covering all the basics, but you're still gonna keep that faster paced tempo. Um, Stuff like that. And there's Fallujah style, which is something that my uncle told me all the time that they used to do in Fallujah. They would throw a frag into the room. So generally, that's if everybody in there is hostile. If you know the room is hostile, you're gonna throw a frag in there. It's gonna be end of day. Bad guys are gonna have a horrible day. So whenever y'all are ready, we're gonna go ahead and start doing a methodical entry.
All right, breach her up.
Check. Stand by. Prep fresh. Cool.
On you, Deason.
Cool. One pie over.
Fine.
Cool. Two pie over. Prep flash.
Flash up.
Stand by. Flash out.
Flash it.
Clear. Friendly's coming out. Go. Clear. All right. Hey guys, welcome back to Fallujah. Once again, Deason, Imperial, and Delta. We're gonna go ahead and show you all the Fallujah style now that we're in Fallujah. So I don't know. We're gonna get back into some. We're also gonna do a little history lesson why Fallujah was so cool. Well, not really cool, but like significantly important cool. So Fallujah was the house-to-house building clearance that we know today, which is MOUT, or military operations in urban terrain, which is kind of a catalyst for the close quarters battle or close quarters combat style of fighting. And we've seen an uptick in that since Vietnam, which is one of the first times they had to do real house-to-house clearance, whether that be Way City or one of the other cities there, or one of the other villages. So yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and go into Fallujah style, which is more of the house to house room clearance, and stuff like that. All right, let's get it,
All right,
dudes.
let's hit it.
All
Hold
right. Let's start. Let's just fucking work the block, no BS.
All right, cool. So as y'all can see here, we had our lovely stand-ins for for Al Qaeda and the Taliban, which are Cardboardians. Not very good people. Very very terrible people. So whenever you're ready, Delta, we'll go ahead and kick this thing off. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of my Halligan and go ahead and reload this. All right, so here, hold on. So what we're gonna do Now, here's how we're gonna Here's how we're gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna kick the door, and Imperial is gonna have a frag prepped. So as soon as I kick this door, he's gonna throw a frag in, and hopefully we don't blow ourselves up. And if we do, it's gonna make
That'll be
for
tragic.
good content.
Frag up. In.
So generally, when you're playing with explosives, we're gonna want to have a standoff distance. Push it, push it, push it. Clear. Okay. I was gonna tap your shoulder. Clear.
Breathe.
Clear.
All right, I'm gonna kick it.
No.
Right?
We're good.
Unless you want.
We're good. Yeah, flow to the next house. We're clear.
Set.
Flying over.
Move. Last man.
Clear. All right, cool.
Frag up.
Stand by.
Gotta open it up.
Frag in.
Click.
All right. I think we're good.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Ray Delta Show. I want to thank Imperial and Deason for taking time out of the day and just teaching us some really great knowledge and this knowledge transfer. We'll see you on the next video. See you guys next time.